Previously, we learned that the top 8 teams competed in the May monthly finals, but 2 teams, Vatic Esports and Dizi, were sent home. Then in day 2, Navi and Tribe Gaming both won their lower brackets, but Elevate in the upper bracket made it to the grand finals. And up next, Navi taking on Tribe Gaming as Tribe scores 14 stars against them, eliminating Navi. But it was Dizi Group that came back and won against Tribe, making it to the grand finals. And that is where we are now. Dizi Group taking on Elevate, but Dizi Group must win 2 matches in a row and force a bracket reset to try and get that golden ticket. And we're in with the first attack, and Max kicking this one off in the grand finals. Let's see. It's going to be a Royal Champion charge. We've been seeing it the entire weekend of the May monthly finals. But the Royal Champion is going to be charging right on through this bottom side. And remember, Elevate has to just win 1 match, just this one, to get the golden ticket. Dizi Group, they've got to take both of them. But this Royal Champion charging her way straight through this bottom side into the Teslas. Baby Dragon goes down, but this RC will continue her way into the multi. The Giga Bomb is there. Will he trigger it? Yes! The Giga Bomb gets triggered. Takes a little bit of damage, but the important thing is that the Spear Fox is down. Pulls her back like that. Now, where are we going to funnel the Root Riders in? Valks to the bottom. Looks like probably the Root Riders to the bottom side of this base. Let's hang on. Valkyrie's going to clear it. We've got the Queen to the far left side. And that should have set up a nice funnel for these Root Riders. King's getting out in front of the Queen, and there we go. Root Riders, the Warden, the Balloons, and the Healers. Max has been on a triple streak. He is going perfect so far here in the monthly finals, and he's looking to continue that. It was Elevate that sent Dizi Group down to the lower bracket, but Dizi Group came right on back, defeating Tribe Gaming. They're looking for the revenge. He finds the Tornado Trap, Paris in that overgrowth, but look at a perfect pathing here for these roots. Straight to the left, and then will unfortunately have to deal with the Clan Castle, but he could overgrowth the Monolith yet again for a second time. Ice Golem to the top side. Spiky Ball also goes up there. Ice Golem dies, phrases it up. We have that troop launcher continuing to launch these troops in the core. The Royal Champion, though, got her Rocket Spear off, trying to get Valley, and there's the overgrowth, not clipping the Monolith, so he's going to be able to take that down. And then the Town Hall next. As he continues through, the Town Hall has been secured, freezing up the Scatter to try to keep his Royal Champion alive. Going to go through the defensive RC, and then the Scatter, but the Healers go to the RC. What are you doing? Go to the RC, not to the Giant. The RC barely survives. What? That Scatter going down is huge. So he's making his way through. Queen's already burned ability. 1 more super wall break. 1 super barb still left. He's trying his absolute best to push through this backside of the base. The Root Riders are taking advantage of the Grand Warden. Rage Gem opens the wall, but the Warden is dead. Super Barb moving into that Ground Expo. He's trying his absolute best. 1 wall breaker to try to open the wall for the Giant to get out in front of this Queen. It perfectly, oh my god, what a flawless wall break as he's getting in with just under 30 seconds left. The Queen is dead, so it's up to the Giant. No shot. The Giant secures this. 21 seconds. Max is moving through. Oh my goodness. He gets it. Let me turn my cam off. Hold on. Look and see. Seleno is there as well. And I think they're going to celebrate. Wait, we can't celebrate too early. Hold on. 7 seconds. Come on, Giant. Get it. And it is a 3-star for Max and Elevate. What an attack. And he continues his triple streak. And Kai is up for their first attack. Can they answer? We've got a Giant Arrow for this Queen with a Royal Champion charging her way to the left side. Going to move through this Ricochet Cannon. We do have the Electro Boots, the Rocket Spear onto that RC. But we're going to push our way through another Invis invested. Then he will recall this Royal Champion back. Invis to the far left side. Continues into this multi. And then deeper into the core of this space. Monolith locks on. Does get a shot off. The Spear Fox is barely alive here. Continuing. And there's a Poison Spell Tower going down. Recalls her. But the nice thing is he pulls that Spear Fox back. Queen Arrow right through the core of this base. Hits that Monolith, and a Log Launcher joins in to help try to clear the Monolith later in the fact, as we do have the recalled Royal Champ to deploy. Skeleton Spell to distract that Monolith as it continues right on through. The Giant is getting out in front to tank for this Queen. We do have that spitters, both of them pointing in this direction, it looks like. Root Riders down to the top side. King moving up top as well. Gonna path his way right on through. Can he continue in towards the core? Ooh, ground skeleton's popping, and which means that the flame flinger, not the flame flinger, what I'm talking about, the log launcher opens up with those Yetis coming out, pops that warden ability, trying to push through that Giga Bomb, goes off, but they stay protected. A really nice warden internal tome, and there is an overgrowth to clip this town hall. So he can have to hit that town hall later. Still has 7 super barbs. Spiky ball skips across. When are you going to use those super barbs? For the right side, maybe, as these red air bombs hit a bunch of balloons, actually protecting these healers. There's a rage of his own to get through the top side. They are avoiding the town hall. Wait a second. You can't afford a 1. He's got an RC rocket spear. That could be the saving grace. At least go reach over the wall, grab that town hall. As he continues through, that queen is still up to the far left side. Can this be an answer? A 3-star of his own with 5 more super barbs. The town hall goes down. He's got a freeze. Oh, yeah, I'm calling now. This has got to be a trip. This has got to be a 3-star here for Kai, and he's answering. He is pumping his fist, and he is liking it. Well done to you. He believes, he knows that that was clutch, because if he didn't get that triple, then Elevate would be taking the advantage. And there it is, a 3-star answer, and what a grand finals we have to start. Triples for each. And Seleno is up for Elevate's second attack. It is the Dragons with a boatload of invis spells as the RC is coming to the far right side with the Spear Fox on her. Rockaloon to the left, gonna move his way in towards this town hall. Ground Skeleton's popping. You're gonna have to try to maybe pull him up to the top side to get into the R. Yeah, nice. Drops that archer to pull those skellies up to get killed off in the boots. It's those small details that you just love to see from these pros. As this RC continues to push away into the core, maybe he could clear the CC if he times this perfectly. Let's see. Come on, keep it invisible. Keep it invisible. Don't pull out the rest of the clan castle. Nice. A perfect. The clan castle going down. Hold on, hold on. The boots clearing it. Goes invisible yet again. Come on, boots. Come on, boots! Remove the CC! Oh my gosh, they're so close! No! He just dodged the clan castle so it never went down. If he had a giant arrow of a queen, it could finish it off, but there is no queen in the attack. So he's going to pull out the rest of the clan castle here. There's a few archers trying to take out the enemy world champion. 1 more invis to use to invest. Does he use it? No. But Ice Golems getting lured out. He would have loved for that royal champion to secure the clan castle, so nothing ended up coming out, but the king is running down south with the snake bracelet. Yeti's onto the wizard towers to the far opposite side of this king, as we have dragons now coming in from the top side of the base with the grand warden. 3 Rockaloons. Those 3 Rockaloons probably wants to snipe. Oh, maybe 2 more Rockaloons into the monolith to the left. That's probably why he wanted to grab the wizard towers, at least is my guess. But still will have the Eternal Tome. Pops it now. Moving his way into the core. A defensive rage spell is awaiting the push in the middle. With 1 invis left, get ready for the Grand Warden ability. Not a Grand Warden, I'm saying Minion Prince. A perfect Dark Orb right through the core of this space. Slowing things down. Air Skellies, Seeking Air Mines. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage. Right into the core of this base. The king, though, he's still moving down south with 1 baby dragon, 1 Rockaloon. Gotta send that Rockaloon in the monolith, maybe. I don't know. Decides to invis the Minion Prince. Finds a tornado trap, but the Minion Prince should come back to life. He does have the Phoenix. There it is. Let's try to soak up some traps. King Spiky Ball. Come on. Pop that King Spiky Ball soon to get some skip value. The bird is coming through the bottom side. He's liking it. It's gonna be a 3-star for Seleno. And Elevate getting the answer. And Max is pumped up. They are 2 for 2. GG. And Denden is up. He's gonna have to triple. He needs to do it. He has tripled in his last match against Tribe Gaming, and he's looking to answer here. Can he do it against Elevate? It's 3-star, 3-star, 3-star. Everyone's coming in with the triples. It's the grand finals. The pressure's on the line. You cannot afford a mistake at this caliber. As the Royal Champ continues her way through the bottom side, does route her way to the Town Hall, but notice he used the overgrowth to the left side to make it a little bit easier to get that RC into the Town Hall, since it lasts way longer than an invis does. Right into the core through the spitter, through another spitter. Does lure out a little bit of the clan castle so far, and then backtracks. Oh, wait a second. RC is still somehow barely alive. He's no longer going to try to time the Spear Fox ability, but the Invis... Oh, wait, the CC's going down. CC! Go down! No, Ice Golem's coming out of here. Wow, the RC grabs the Monolith as well. That is clutch for Denden. I would not have guessed that he would have been able to charge the RC from the bottom and then remove the CC. What? Dragons are continuing through the bottom side with an Ice Hound out in front, tanking that air defense. We have the Queen moving to the left, trying to follow behind the P.E.K.K.A.s from the Siege Barracks. He's going to be able to reach over the wall with the Queen there. Pops that wooden ability, which protects the Ice Hound. Look at the Ice Hound fly across. Triggers this Giga Bomb. Triggering the Air Skellies. Sticky Air Mines. Tornado Trap. A brilliant, perfectly timed Ward and Eternal Tome. And freezes everything right through there. Oh, Denden. What an attack here. There's no way this can... Ooh, wait a second. The Minion Prince ability kind of went off to the right side a bit. I think he would have liked to hit that air defense maybe a little bit later. But let's see. These dragons have a chance of getting picked off now that Minion Prince ability didn't perfectly hit. But he does have a lot of dragons left. I think he should be fine as the Queen is tanking this scatter shot. He's moving through with the Minion Prince. He's going to get it. He is going to get a 3-star for Dizi group. Moving through. What a grand finals. 3-star. 3-star, 3-star, 3-star. No one is given in this match here. Both these teams deserve to be here in the grand finals. But Elevate do have that leg up. Elevate did defeat Dizi Group to send them down to the lower bracket. So all Elevate have to do is just win this match or the next to get the golden ticket. And now it's Bernol with the dragons as well. 11 invises, or well, yeah, actually 11 invises and 11 dragons. He's got 11 and 11 as the Raw Champ is going to the top side into that air defense. Other air defense goes down from the Rocket Loon's going to continue this RC chart. Invis before the Town Hall can fire off his shots. That's actually very important. The fact that this Town Hall is not shooting the RC, she's not going to get slowed down. What you don't realize is that Town Hall effect of the fire spirits on the RC or anything moving in will slow you down and can stall up that RC charge. The fact that he didn't let it get off a single shot is great. And the fact that he drops an Archer to pull the Ice Golems perfectly timed so the RC does not get distracted on it. And the Furnace going down to the RC as well. My goodness, this is a brilliant charge so far here for Bernol. Grabbing a Ground Expo, it's not going to do much to a Dragon attack, but it can help with your heroes as you push through, as the Royal Champion will charge through the Scatter and then to this multi-archer tower. Doesn't look like she's going to make her way into the core of the space. We do have the Siege Barracks placed somewhere off to the top side, it looks like, with the Queen over there to kill off the Ice Golems. And then dragons are coming from the top side at 12 to move through. Royal Champion did her job, got that value. Yetis onto the Wizard Towers. This is... Wait a second. Is this the same base that we just saw but rotated? It is. This is the exact same base. Wait, what? That we saw from Elevate Triple just before. Maybe Dizi Group is like, let's run the same base. Elevate is known for running the same base multiple times in tournaments and competitions. So they're using that against Elevate. But it doesn't matter because Elevate already got a triple once against it. They're just going to replay it and try again. And we're going to move our way through. And the dragons are pathing their way into the court. But they're finding the secret sauce already. If they found it once, they can continue to find it. Mini Prince needs to make his way through the core and get that ability. Hang on. King's running his way to the bottom. Continuing through, that's a lot of damage. The Furnace Mites are jumping from the Furnace all the way from that Siege Barracks, continuing to try to get the value in the core. But it's all about that Mini Prince. Some of the dragons in the middle are gone. Mini Prince ability, brilliant Mini Prince ability here. But the King's ability is going to go off, skips across, does hit the air defense. It's up to the Mini Prince to try to continue through. The King, though, no Phoenix on him. It's up to the Furnace Mites. The Sneezy dies. And no, the same base, and it does not triple. Yes, it's rotated. Only 25 seconds. And now Dizi Group, if they are to 3-star that next one, they take the lead. Multi's going down. But Bernal is not happy. He thought it was going to be a 3-star, probably guaranteed, right? Because the previous attack against the same base, it worked. But no, you never know. Small things that don't go your way, and it's a 96% 2-star for Bernal. And Rayuda is up here for Dizi Group. with that Royal Champion charging straight on through this bottom side, pulling a Giant Bomb, and moving into the defending Royal Champion with only one overgrowth. As long as he gets above a 96%, if he's able to do that, then they will take the lead. If he... Hold on. Didn't get the mod? Really? He didn't get the monolith? And the ability of the Royal Champion was forced. That is a really good sign for Elevate to hope to stop Rayuda, who's been absolutely demolishing bases here in hard mode as he continues now with the Root Riders coming right on through into the monolith. That's going down from the rocket spear shots. Does have the troop launcher coming through. Trying to launch these troops as we have the king pops that warden ability now to protect the troops, making his way into the core. Gonna path his way towards this town hall slowly, but they're gonna split. They're splitting in a couple different directions at this point, continuing through with another Rage, Invis, and Freeze to use. They're going to finally now path to the tunnel at this moment, but the Queen needs to make her way to the top side. Did the Royal Champion get all the value he was hoping for? She is getting out in front of these Root Riders. Hopefully they get out in front to cause the distraction, as we do have archers to the top side of the base, making his way through, pulling red air bombs left and right, more super barbs to the top, with the King and Queen ability. Hang on with the Freeze. It's all about the Root Riders, but look at all these giants that were spawned from the troop launcher. They're going to get out in front to try to help protect these heroes. Raising up that Queen, the Ricochet Cannons. 4 super barbs, not looking too bad here for Rayuda. He's got some cleanup to the bottom side with the Baby Dragon. The King's Spiky Ball could get some value. He's being patient. Root Riders will open up the walls here, but the Queen's got her ability with that Giant and that Mirror. They're making their way through the court. Queen can burn ability now. Baby Dragon is getting great value to the bottom side. One more wall break. There is the Spiky Ball skipping across. Does push through this defensive Minion Prince. Super wall break. Well, not super wall break yet. He's got those 2 super barbarians. He's pushing through his way into the multi arch tower. The ground expo are there. Are those gonna defend for him? The giant is so far away. Ground skeleton is quite annoying. King comes back to life. Super barbs to the bottom. The giant is probably the thing that's gonna save this. The Queen's trying her absolute best. The multi arch tower is doing work. The multi arch tower barely goes down. And now it's about time. The giant, if it gets raged up, will beat through this wall. 23 seconds. I think he's got it, right? He's got it. I think so. Let's take a look. What are the reactions of all the players? He's moving through. The giant is not raged up. 14, 13. Oh my gosh, 10 seconds. Giant, move faster. Move faster. Is it going to be a 3? A raged up giant. 4, 3, 2. He gets it. What? And Leo got to answer here, and dude, Dizi Group is doing the same thing. The same base being used against Elevate over and over and over, just rotated different ways. As this Royal Champion is going to charge their way straight through the top side of this base, they are deciding not to go dragons against it with a recall and an overgrowth. And notice he does have a heal spell to use. RC's going through this ground expo, slowly but surely going to make his way around. Another invis for the Royal Champion. Takes out that Ricochet Cannon. Can go for this air defense here, and then continue his way. And look at the value. If this RC gets... Well, he's only got one more invis. We can't get much after this. Does he decide to pull her back after the multi goes down? Yes. Multi goes down, pulls it back. Did not trigger that Rage spell tower, so keep that in mind. As balloons are to the left. The Root Riders are down into the defending RC. Healers as well, trying to push their way right on in towards this town hall. Ground skeletons popping. Troop launcher getting launched right on through, and there comes the Planet Castle. Ice Golem being deployed as well. As the Queen, though, will have to deal with the defensive King. Does he drop some Headhunters to help the Queen? Oh, no, he dropped a skeleton spell, so he drops 2 Headhunters to help slow down that defensive King as he continues through the town hall. Making his way right on into the backside. Yetis do come from that troop launcher. Town hall is going to be going down. Powering past. Will have the Warden ability. Protects everything. That Giga Bomb right there. Can he protect with the Warden ability? But look at all these red air bombs that he's surviving. Oh my goodness. I think he soaked up the damage. I'm not sure. It looks like the Warden Turtle Tome just disappeared either right before or right as they were getting launched. As we have the King down south as well. That Royal Champion getting nice value. Taking out that Ricochet Cannon with an invis. King's got ability. Queen's got ability. Moving his way through that. Dicky stuns the multi. But he's making his way to the or the Inferno Tower. And notice this. If this works, then there's going to be at least another attack, and it's probably going to be the exact same base. So they just run this base because this attack looks way stronger than the possibility of the dragon attack, which is going to put pressure onto Dizi, having to get above a 96%. Moving his way into the model, the Yetis are coming through. The Giants are out in front, and those Giants are brilliantly tanking from that troop launcher. King's ability, and Leo's got it. Leo gets the triple, and he does it for Elevate. Going to put pressure back on to Dizi group. Well done to you, Leo. A 3-star. What a grand finals match we have here as they answer right back. And Zkin is in with his attack. No pressure, my friend, as the RC is going to move her way right on through into the space. Going to help charge her way to grab what, let's say, Root Riders. And notice no Eternal Tome on the Grand Warden. We've seen it a few times now in this monthly finals, but the Warden Eternal Tome might be something that's going to be overlooked soon here, as the Healing Tome and Rage Gem are looking to be a better combo. As Zkin continues this charge right on through in towards the core with a double overgrowth spell combination here that he could use, as the RC is pulled back and does... Wait, did he grab the Spirit Fox? I don't think so. I think that Spirit Fox is... No, that's the bait. Nope, Spirit Fox is dead. I see it right next to the wall to the top side. Rip to the Spirit Fox as the Queen is coming through to the right side. Going to push through this Ground Expo as a Troop Launcher is coming through. I think this Troop Launcher is making this attack so much stronger because it can spawn balloons out in front of the healers, pull those traps, and then you get free Giants. Free tanking Giants, wall breaks, barbs to kind of soak up some damage to protect your troops as you continue to move through. King's making his way to the bottom. Still has the recall to deploy. Finally now sends in that Royal Champion. Is going to power through this Town Hall slowly but surely. As we have the Queen, that looks like she went into the core as well, following behind the Root Riders. But the King is on the outside, making his way through. The defensive Mini Prince is up the top, and defensive Rage Spell goes off. But he freezes his own. He does have an overgrowth to the top side onto that monolith, making his way slowly around here. As we have 7 super barbs still to use with 2 balloons as he's slowly passing through. Man, what an attack. What a grand finals this is. They are just going back and forth with possibility of 3 stars. RC burned her ability already. Monolith, though. Oh, that Queen. She should be able to reach it with her ability. No spells left. So this Monolith could... Ooh, Tornado Trap spinning him around. The Warden gets locked on too, which means he's going to lose this Rage Gem. Uh-oh. Wait a sec. The Monolith is going to be nasty. The Giga Bomb to the top side, but that won't probably be too much of a problem. Pops Queen ability with the Giant. Root Rider fails to get through the wall. 3 super barbs that have to come through this top side. Queen needs to follow this Giant through this core. The multi's doing work. The multi-archer tower is still there. King comes back to life. The Queen is dead. And no, it's not going to work. It's going to be a defense. Oh, no. Which means that Seleno is going to hold strong. And we have one more attack for Elevate. And if Elevate gets a triple, they can win this one. As this is going to be all tied up because I believe they'll have percent. Wait, hold on. 95%. What is the percentage that we had coming from Bernol? 96. No shot. This is an exact tie war. We are tied 100%. 11 to 11, 79.2 to a 79.2. And here we go. It's an exact tie, but Dizi Group has the advantage by 5 average seconds right there. 240 to 245. What a finals we've got. It's coming down to another no Eternal Tome on the Warden. As Pato, if he triples, it's going to have to force Dizi Group to triple, and then it'll come down to time as his RC is charging her way right on through the top side. Continuing through, another Invis is down through this Ricochet Cannon, through the Sweeper, and pulls her back and grabs the Spirit Fox as well. As we have the Ice Golem into the Bomb Tower with the Queen over to the top side. Root Rider's down. Going to path his way into the Poison Spell Tower. Does pull some traps. Balloons out in front. Now there are the healers. As he continues his way right around. As we got the King to the far left side. He's going to move his way through there as an overgrowth now clips the multi, the geared up cannon, as he's going to power through this town hall. Where's the troop launcher? Ooh, the troop launcher was a little bit delayed there. Let's see if that's okay, as he needs these healers to heal him up. A warden, no warden in a turtle tome. He pops it as a healing tome with this rage gem. He wants to keep these healers alive through these red air bombs as the troop launcher launching some troops out in front, trying to take that town hall down. King is continuing his way through the bottom side, and he finds the tornado trap down there. The enemy queen is waiting as he needs a power through. Does have one more overgrowth. He's patiently pushing through it. There is the overgrowth now onto the monolith on the backside as he's making his way through the bottom with a Skelly, a Phrase, and an Invis left. Two super barbarians powering through. Pops the queen ability. She splits off to the top side at this point. Gonna work through the multi. Does decide to drop a skeleton spell to the top side at 12. Queen is not following these main routes, which means she's gonna go die off. That is not good here for Pato. King's got ability, a freeze, and an invis. Rip to that queen. Where's the real queen? I don't know. I think those are clone queens up top, but the monolith remains. The clone queen is dead. He froze up that air expo. He's continuing to try to power through. Does have a handful of Yetis. Warden, do not get out in front of these root riders. Diggy stuns the scatter. Yeti Might's gonna jump the wall to grab the monolith. But we do have the defensive mini prince still there. Three headhunters to try to take him down with ease. Headhunters doing their job. The Yetis do not take out the monolith. Warden, do not get locked onto. Oh, goodness, the spiky ball skips across. The root rider's gonna die. He's not gonna get it. He's not gonna 3, which means that Dizi just has to get higher percentage of whatever this attack finishes with, and they will win. Oh my, this base is not the same. So this was the first different base that I'm seeing, and it's an 88. So as long as Dizi gets above an 89%, they force a bracket reset, my friends. Oh boy. 90%. 5, 4, 3, 91. And there it is, a 91. As long as they get a 91 or better, because they're probably going to have the time on their side, they win. And now the final attack is here. Chen, if you get above the 91% or 91, you can win this match. And force a bracket reset as we have that royal champion charging right on through the bottom side of this base. Yeti is out to the left. Invis for the royal champion. Moving through this air expo. Elevate is watching closely, hoping, crossing their fingers that they don't get that percentage. The RC is moving away right on into the core. Another Invis pathing into this spitter. Where's she going to go next after the spitter goes down? She's going to go to the... Oh, backwards into the air defense. Okay. And then going to recall her. Doesn't take the air defense down. With a baby dragon to the left to help set up the funnel. Scally spell onto the ground expo, the Giga Bomb. He's going to push right into the Giga Bomb compartment. He's going to make his way through with a couple super barbs that help try to push through with the queen. She's going to walk on her own to the top side. We do have a blimp to fly through to that town hall. Yes, indeed. The Warden internal tome can protect. Triggers the Giga Bomb. And the Warden ability protects that blimp just in time. That blimp would not have made it from the Seeking Air Mines, but he poisons it up. Blimp lands, rages up. The Yetis can get the town hall and can get the monolith. Both of them can go down. If the Yeti Mites jump the wall, they're getting stuck a little bit. They're getting through, I think, the Furnace Mites. Yes, the monolith goes down as he's powering through this topside compartment. World Champion's got her ability. The freeze goes off. Queen does have her ability. Remember, a 91% is what's needed. It's looking pretty solid here. Hold on. The root's gone. Wait, whoa. Where'd the roots all go? The roots are all gone. They've all disappeared. He's shaking his head. He's not liking it too much. The power of the roots are no longer there. The queen ability goes off with the giant. Hold on. The Valkyrie's running through. This needs to be a 91 or higher. I don't think he's going to get it. Wait, whoa. Hold on. Or I might jinx it. Now it's just about moving around the edge. Wait, actually he could. It's all about the queen and the Valks. Just get the percentage. Get the percentage. 3 super barbs can help. The RC is getting out in front. She's doing some damage. 79. Oh, gosh. It's up to the Warden. The multi-arch tower. Can that stop him? The giant's going to do a lot of work. 3 super barbs going to clutch. I think he's going to get it. I think he's going to get the percentage. We got to be clean up to the bottom side. He's slowly. He finds spring traps. Oh my gosh, that multi-arch tower doing work. The healers are there. 84, 87. He's racking up the percentage. 88. He's got it. He's got it. I was a little worried, but he's going to force a bracket reset. 91. And Dizi Group win the war, my friends. And here we go. A bracket reset is coming for this match. What a grand finals we have. And let's take a look at them. And there it is. They're not celebrating too early yet because, you know, they need to win the next match to get a gold ticket. And it's a 3-star on top of it. Well done to Dizi Group, as they will win this match and have to try to win the next for the golden ticket. And we're in match number 2 of the grand finals bracket reset. Kai is in to start with that Root Riders. This is now officially whoever wins this match gets the second golden ticket of the year. Good luck, as we have the Royal Champion charging right through this bottom side in towards the multi-target Inferno. The Giga Bomb does trigger. Oh, kills off that Spirit Fox, but not going for the multi just yet. Backtracking, gonna let the boots finish it off. Oh, the Ground Expo stays up, and the Builder Hut is going to repair it. That is a problem, as we got a Super Barb down the bottom, Ice Combs, Root Riders, Balloons, all coming down south, as he has the Queen off to the far right side. Gonna push everything right on through. We got an Overgrowth to utilize as well. Warden does have the ability. We're gonna continue through this Ground Expo, slowly pushing his way in towards this core. Royal Champion's down. Rocket Loon gets launched out of the Clan Castle. Gonna push through the defensive Mini Prince. The Royal Champion is clearing him. There is that Warden ability, protecting all the troops, powering through, but the Ice Tomb is going to stall him up. Would this have been a better choice to go with a Healing Tome instead? Well, let's see, as a Super Barbarian up to the top side. Queen's going up there as well, powering through into the core. The Ricochet cans there. There is the Overgrowth, clipping the Spitter on the backside, slowly making his way through, but the Queen is going to go to the top. And we got a little bit of a lag here. Let's hopefully see if a connection can fix itself a bit as we are powered through this Town Hall. Royal Champion getting her value with the Rocket Sphere. King's got his ability, pops it now, skips across to the bottom side with 4 Super Barbarians left. The RC is going to move her way to the model, uses the freeze to try to keep her alive. No, down she goes. Uh-oh. The multi in the middle, that's still up as he's trying to power through. Is this going to be a defense? Could this be a 2-star here for Max to defend? That would be clutch for them with 2 more Super Barbs. Queen's got ability to have a giant, but look at all these regular giants that came from the troop launcher. Those are going to be clutch to get out in front to tank as he continues to power through this backside. It's the Sneezy that's actually distracting the Spitter as the Super Barb's off to the far left onto the Collector over there, making his way around. 1 more Super Barb and the Wall Break. Ice Golem freezes up that area of the Builder Hut, trying to continue to power through. The Ricochet Cannon over there. Queen at her ability can reach the Spitter, but time is a ticking here. Is he going to be able to still power through? Wizard, what is the Wizard doing at the bottom side of the base, hitting a wall? What are you doing, Wizard, down there? As I barely see you. Sends in a Super Barbarian. He doesn't like it. He does not like it. It's going to be a defense. Wow, it is a time fail. The giant Queen combination probably will kill off this Scatter. It does, and won't finish this. So it's a 2-star for Max and elevates 96%. Nice try, Kai. And Max is up. He's been tripling like crazy left and right as we have another no Eternal Tome Warden for this attack, as the RC going to power through the Bomb Tower into this Ground Expo, the Builder Hut powering into this Poison Spell Tower, and then the multi. As they continue, Invis going to route the RC to the Poison Spell. Gets launched behind to go for that Spirit Fox, so the RC is actually not going to slow down. That's perfect. As the RC continues, staying invisible. Now she'll go into the middle. No, pulls her back, and that Spirit Fox. I like that value to start. Does lure out an Archer from the Clan Castle. It's going to go to the Flame Flinger. Keep that in mind. Root Riders coming to the top side. Look at the Flame Flinger. There's an Archer. Does he see it? Does he see it? Oh, no. The problem is, if someone's scout... Yeah. Look at the Archer. It's right there. He doesn't have necessarily a spotter. And if he does, his teammates speak Portuguese. They don't speak English all too well, so they can't really help spot for him. And that could be a communication mishap. No. No one's telling him an Archer! Ah! Oh, the Flame Flinger is going to open way too early here. Is that going to be the difference maker in this attack? As the Root Riders are going to power through eventually. Now into this Town Hall. Teslas do pop to the right side. We got an Overgrowth. We got a Royal Champion ability. There is the Overgrowth into the core to hit these spitters. Still has Warden. No, not Warden. The RC, the King, and Queen ability still intact to use. Skelly, Invis, Freeze. He's going to continue to power through. There's the Spiky Ball. Making his way around. Continuing into this core. Got to use these spells properly. There's a nice skeleton spell to try to distract the Monolith. Once it comes back, there we go. Monolith is being distracted. Invis beautifully here. But look at that. Even if the Flame Flinger doesn't get all the value, he's still powering through. I'm liking it. RC's ability goes off with a freeze still to use. Probably on the Monolith, maybe. Pops Queen ability for the Giant to get out in front. Super Bars probably to distract that Ricochet Cannon. Giga Bomb goes off. He's got it. Max still gets it done, even though the Flame Flinger doesn't get all the possible value. Nice job, Max. A 3-star, and I don't think his teammates are watching his attack. I think they're planning theirs, so that's why they're not reacting. But Max delivering the triple. Den, good luck. Max starting off with a triple for their team is going to put pressure onto Dizi Group. Dizi Group's first stack finished with a 96% 2-star. They need a triple here. Does have the Eternal Tome, the Healing Tome as well. As this Royal Champion is going to power through this Town Hall. Town Hall is exposed to the bottom side. And then he's going to have 7 more Invises to use. Town Hall has been secured. And then I'm probably assuming that was there on purpose. So that you could take it down and then have a bunch of traps somewhere else, probably for a dragon attack, which would be perfect in this case. RC is getting stuck on the King. Gonna go to the Sweeper and continue powering into the top side. Into the air defense, into the other Tesla here. Those are gonna go down, which is gonna be helpful for the dragon attack. Earthquake pops RC ability, so she hastes her way right on through this core. Poison, another Invis. He still has 1 more to try to get through this core. Defensive Rage also goes off. Oh my, just barely keeping the RC alive there. And then gonna grab the Scatter. And the Scatter goes down. The Spirit Fox still getting nice value. Even the Multi-Arch Tower. No, Multi-Arch Tower does stay up here. But the Dragons are down. That was some really nice value from Denden, though. Dragons moving through the bottom side with an E-Dragon to the far left, getting some chains onto the air defense. Baby Dragon going to go off to the right side for cleanup over there. As a Warden ability can be used for these Dragons. Queen following behind the Siege Barracks, and there is that Warden ability now to protect through the Sticky Air Mines. Protect through the core. We got Rocket Loons to the top side Arch Tower to take that down. We need to pick off that top side air defense up at 12. As a Minion Prince ability does go off. 2 more Rocket Loons specifically for the Rocket Loons. Yes, there it is, for the air defense up there. Takes that down. So now these Dragons won't get hit by it as they make their approach. Queen is continuing to stay on the outside. Needs to try to stay behind these P.E.K.K.A.s, but the Monolith is going to be a nasty. Hopefully he doesn't lock out of the Queen. But the Frosty gets out in front. You're going to slow it down with the Frost Mites. And we got the Furnaces coming out of that Siege Barracks, continuing to fly through into the Multi-Archer Tower. Queen's got ability. I'm thinking this is good. If the Dragons power through this Multi-Archer Tower, this could be the answer that they need. E-Dragon's still up. Giants get out in front. Only 1 Archer left. Can't really do much with it. Oh, the Multi-Arch Tower is the biggest threat. If the Warden dies, the Sneezy will come to life and target the defenses. Down goes the Warden. Furnace Mites are jumping. E-Dragon going. Sneezy taking out the Ground Expo. Queen's trying to stay alive. Giant's gone. The Multi's going to go down. The Giga Bomb is going to not get triggered just yet. 14 seconds. The Queen is trying her absolute best to stay alive. There's an Archer onto the mortar. The Giga Bomb kills the... No, he doesn't kill it. Barely stays alive. Queen is going to die. And Denden gets the 3-star for Dizi Group. Wow. The pressure is mounting. And now it's Pato's turn. Can he answer for Elevate? We saw Max get that triple. Dizi Group answered as well. Their one fails at 96%. So if Pato's gonna fail, it's gotta be a 96 or higher. As he's gonna charge through into the scatter shot. Gonna power through this Minion Prince. Tesla pops off to the right side. Invis over there to force the RC up to the top a bit. Into the geared up cannon. Popping her ability so she gets through pretty quick. And then can make her a path towards this Monolith. With her ability going off, going to speed through. No, not going to the Monolith. Taking the outside multi-arch tower. No. Going to pull her back. Monolith stays up. I think he definitely wanted that Monolith to go down. That could be a problem here. As the Queen is placed to the top side, are the Dragons going to come down south? There's a skeleton onto the Monolith. He did not want to stay up, so he's now going to power these Root Riders to go through the top side. Baby Dragon up top at 12 as he's going to move his way right on in. Troop Launcher launching some Giants right next to itself to help push through with these Root Riders. As the King is up to the top. He's going to tank that Ricochet Cannon as he's continuing to power through the left. As the Warden Eternal Tome will probably be coming through to help protect through maybe the Giga Bomb. Or goes now to the backside as out comes that Clan Castle. He's about to trigger the Giga Bomb. 1 second. Pop that Warden Eternal Tome. Giga Bomb goes off. Okay, he pops it now after the Giga Bomb goes off so he can try to heal up. As he no heal. I'm just kidding. He's got a Rage Gem. Wall breaks are trying to open up these walls a little bit more as the Rue Riders are also moving their way to the left. But he's got a lot of troops up here moving in the core. Couple super barbs. Queen's got her ability. Gonna make his way to this town hall slowly but surely. As a Seeking Air Mine getting pulled into the core. Queen's removing that town hall, or at least it was the Royal Champion. Ice Golem to the bottom side. Ricochet Cannon to tank the Ricochet Cannon there so that he can continue to move through. Queen's got the Giant. That Troop Launcher has launched all the shots. Oh, he's put his head on his head. Is that a sign that it's not going the way he wanted? Uh-oh. Queen's got ability. RC is dying off. She's trying to stay alive. The Ricochet Cannon's a problem on the backside. Uh-oh. Time's the ticking. 41 seconds. The Yetis need to get through the wall. They do. Giant. Pop that ability. If you only had like a Giant Arrow, you know? Oh, those Yetis tanking. Drops a perfect wall break. Oh my gosh. That was a flawless wall break there. He's running. It's up to get to that Tesla to the corner. Pato, you gotta move. 20 seconds remaining. Giant. You gotta take damage so that you can run faster. Minion down. He can't do anything. The Queen's walking the wrong way. She's gonna get stuck on the wall. If anything, it's gonna be a 99, but it's gonna be above the percentage that Dizi Group got. And it's gonna fall short. 1 Tesla. Wait. What? A time fail. Tesla stays up. And Rayuda is in to answer. We have that one fail from Pato at 99.999. So close. But let's see if Rayuda can put even more pressure on to elevate. As this is their third attack here in the match. Not many remaining, and this is going to decide if they go to the World Finals, which, if you guys didn't know, is going to be in DreamHack Atlanta in the US of A, October 31st to November 2nd. It was just released, the info. So keep in mind, maybe get some tickets if you want to attend, as the World Champion is pulled on back just like that, as the Queen is off to the right side. Balloons, Root Riders down. With that Grand Warden. We got more balloons. We got the Valks. We got the Royal Champion all coming through into that air defense, and a Troop Launcher. Gonna launch some troops as he's gonna continue to power through into the core. The Town Hall's to the top. The King is placed to go to the top side up there as the Ice Golems are coming out of the Clan Castle to defend the space. Pops that Warden Eternal Tome to protect. As he's moving his wave right on through the Ice Golems, though, we're going to freeze him. He's got another Overgrowth there, or at least that's the first one. I don't know if it was the second. I didn't see it in the beginning, but the King is going to the top. Queen, are you going to follow into the Town Hall? Yes! The King just takes that building down to force the Queen into the Town Hall. There is a Rage, definitely to try to heal or rage up these healers to try to keep the troops alive, especially that Royal Champion in the middle, as her Rocket Spear shots are going across, but he needs to help clear the core after that Overgrowth disappears. But the Warden, he went to the bottom side. Everything's kind of splitting in different directions here at this point. Couple super barbs. King ability. Skeleton to the top side to distract that Ricochet Cannon. Queen still has her ability here. The Ice Golems made their way into the core. They're going to freeze that up. He needs the Yeti, and the Yeti might have tried it. No, I don't think that is Yeti in the core. It's just an Ice Golem. It's going to die. It's going to freeze that area yet again. Spiky Ball of this King can clutch up some nice value. A couple super barbs, though, will need to be used on the edge of this base. As he's continuing to push around, the Ricochet Cannon is going to go down as the Queen continues to follow through. But guys, this needs to be a 99% to tie this war. If it's not, they are going to be down and elevate will have the advantage. There is the king spiky ball, skip across. But all he's got is those two heroes. Queen hits that Giga Bomb. And the Queen's going to be stuck behind a wall. It's going to be in the low 90s possibly, as he does have the Queen ability. Will go off, sends a super wall breaker for that Queen to go into the core. The super barbs removing the multi-archer tower. Does get the value. Wait a second. Hold on. 20 seconds. Oh, that defensive mini prince was clutch. Freeze, 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 freeze. What are you going to freeze? He can't reach that multi with the Queen. Oh, no, he can. There is barely a wall open. 10 seconds. He gets through that minion prince. He needs to send a super barb to the bottom side. 95. Look at the percentage. And he's going to fall short there. 96%. 2-star for Rayuda. And it's Leo's turn to come in. Let's see the plan of attack. It is a no Eternal Tome Grand Warden, as we're going to see that Royal Champion straight away to the bottom side. Invis is down, as we have that Royal Champ pushing in towards the Ricochet Cannon. Going to be able to get this value, double Overgrowth, and that Recall spell. Pushing into the enemy Queen. Does make the enemy Queen invisible, so he won't target her, as he continues to power right on through into this bottom compartment. Then he could pull back both the Spirit Fox and that RC. Is the Spirit Fox still alive? Yes, it is. Taking out that spell tower. Down it goes. Giant bomb triggers. Spirit Fox is barely alive. Only one invis left, and he's going to be able to target onto that geared up cannon. It's going down slowly, 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 slowly. Recall! And he pulls her back perfectly as the defense goes down. Yeti onto the wizard tower. And the roots are down. The balloons, healers, and that Grand Warden. Going to move his way into the Tesla to the bottom side. Then now will path his way towards this town hall eventually. Super Barb to the far left. The Queen is also placed with the Sneezy to the top side as well up there, as the Overgrowth clips the town hall. So he's going to power his way in with that recalled RC back in action with the Root Riders. He's going to be patient with the Warden Eternal Tome. Here comes the Rocket Loons. The Ice Golems pops the Warden ability now to help protect. As he continues through, and he really protects those healers. That is the key. These healers getting protected and healed back up to full health. As the King is getting out in front of the Queen to the top side, but he misses the multi-archer tower. He somehow avoided it. Oh no, that could come back to hurt him in the end. Hold on. We'll have to keep our eye on that multi-archer tower to the far left side, as the Yetis are getting spun. King and Queen are to the top side. They're getting that value. RC still has her ability. He does have a wall break he could use on the multi-archer tower and then send Super Barb to finish it off. That's my guess. Do you do that? Queen's coming back around. He's just going to wait for it. He's not going to rush it. RC's getting that value onto the Ricochet Cannon. One freeze, maybe on the Scatter and the Spitter to the bottom side. Spiky Ball will be clutch. We got Archers to the bottom. Does he see that multi-archer tower to the far left? He did! He did! He wall broke. Okay, we were zoomed in too much, so he did end up wall breaking. Sent in some super barbs in to finish that off. A Queen ability will have to be used. The King's ability still intact. He's going to get some nice value. He's already used that freeze. Wait for it. Queen, Queen, burn your ability. You don't want to die through ability. There's the Giant. There's the mirror. Giant's going to go through the wall, or he's going to actually distract that Spitter. There's the Spiky Ball. Skips. Spitter goes down. 17 seconds. He's got it. He's celebrating, and he is happy for Elevate. A 3-star for them. GG. That is 2 triples at a 99%. And Zkin is in with his attack. We're just seeing a bunch of Root Riders because, I mean, it's the strongest attack in the game right now. If you bring any other attack, you are risking not getting that triple. So you're hurting your team's chances, especially if you bring some sort of Fireball or Rocket Loon attack. So you have to be really mindful of the attack you bring, which can give you the best opportunity to get those triples and getting that golden ticket. As this RC is going to charge in towards the score. Grabbing the geared up cannon here into this multi. Pulls her back. And the Spirit Fox is pulled back, I think. I don't see the Spirit Fox dead up there anywhere. As the roots are down into the Royal Champion. And the Queen's going to stay on the edge. Then we'll see the King over on the edge as well. Probably eventually get in front of the Queen. We're going to see a Troop Launcher being patiently waiting to deploy where that Warden was. And where the Root Riders initially came in. There's the Overgrowth to path their way into the Town Hall. Still no troop. Wait, no troop. Ah, there it is. Okay. I missed the troop launcher. Finally now deploys it. pathing his way. Ooh, oh, a healer. It does pull a trap there, I think. But he is having the balloons launch from the tube launcher, trying to pull traps. King staying on the outside, popping that warden ability. Now making his way through to the backside. The enemy Royal Champ is going to get targeted here by the enemy Queen. So he does overgrowth, a brilliant overgrowth there onto that monolith as he continues through. And he's continuing into the multi-archer tower, continuing through towards this bomb tower to the left side as the spitter goes down. More super barbs to the far left. Ground Expos locking onto them. But he's making his way right around with a bunch of these troops. King's got ability. Queen's got her ability. Super barbs coming in on the edge. Slowly but surely trying to make his way around into the defensive minion prince as well. There's a lot of giants from that troop launcher. But he lost that Royal Champ from the Giga Bomb. Does find the Tornado Chip, so he's getting spun around, unfortunately. Can he get through this wall with the Root Riders? Pops that Queen ability. Does have the King's Spiky Ball. It skips across, gets some nice value. We have the Sneezy now coming through into the middle. The Sneezy was on the Grand Warden, which means that Grand Warden is dead. He is gone. But the Giant is there, tanking for the Queen. We have the Clone Queen making her way into the multi-archer tower. King's to the top side. He's moving around. He's happy. He's pumping his fist. And my friends, it's looking to be a 3-star. Wait a sec. Hold. Is he going to get it? Oh, did he celebrate too early? No, he's fine, right? He's fine. The King will go for the Teslas. Queen's stuck on a wall. The Giga Bomb is the last thing, but it's on the opposite way of the King. King does have the Phoenix as well, but he'll be fine. 10 seconds remaining. King is going to come back to life with the Phoenix, and the Tesla goes down, and the Giga Bomb was never triggered. And my friends, that's 2 triples for Dizi Group. And it's time for Bernol to step up and get a 3-star. He wasn't able to successfully get in the previous one, so good luck. Does decide to bring the Eternal Tome here. Invis on the outside to push this RC into the multi. And then where after this? Maybe again to the outside to push her deeper in towards the spitter. No, okay, just grab the multi, stay on the edge to the left. Maybe to the town hall. No, just a recall straight away. Pulls the Spirit Fox and the RC back together. A simple clean funnel to grab the multi. And then the Root Riders are down with that Grand Warden. So he's going to path his way towards this town hall here and then make his way all the way down and around here. But he's being patient with the King. No King just yet, but the troop launcher is down. Overgrowth on the town hall, so he will deal with the town hall later in the attack, as he will have to kind of like turn around, grab it, then continue on. As there's the King out of the bomb tower. Straight to the bottom side. The enemy Queen is down there, so keep your eye on the Queen if she starts to target onto the King. The Ice Golems are going to pull that Queen in a little bit to the middle. And the Queen does target the defensive King. A bit of a problem, but snakes are jumping the wall. King, unfortunately, is getting pulled to the far left. He is going to be able to go through the town hall. One more overgrowth now to the far backside of the base, to the spitter and the monolith. As a skeleton spell coming to the right side to distract some of these defenses, but if I'm trying to see here. He doesn't have too much stuff left. The Warden ability won't be able to really protect much. Really just the Queen. Because the Root Riders have all disappeared from where that Warden went. Uh-oh. We got an Ice Golem. We got the Raw Champion with her Rocket Spear right into the Poison Spell. Ice Golem to the backside. Hang on, this Warden needs a clutch. Warden, doesn't clutch the Root Rider. Oh, no. RC's dying. RC's dying. We got the 2 Invises. Do you keep the RC alive? This is where he would have loved the Warden Eternal Tome at that point. Oh, no. Warden's gonna die. He does have the Rage Gem. Warden's barely alive. Pops that King Spiky Ball. Is running across. The Warden is unfortunately gone. The Monolith kills off the RC. And he didn't pop that RC ability, or the Warden ability, to protect the roots. And you see, this could literally be the Ward right here. This low percent 2-star literally could be the end for Elevate. And Dizi Group could come back from the lower bracket, force the bracket reset, and win the second golden ticket, all down to this attack. He is ranking up the percentage. So the one fail was Pato at 99. We had a fail come in from Kai 96 and Rayuda 96. This is an 88, which means that, my friends, oh my goodness, is this going to come down to the end? And that Ground Expo kills the Archer. 89% 2-star, and the percentage in this match, 77.6 to elevate to a 78.4. And here we go. Chen is in. If he 3-stars, it is over. there is no way for Elevate to win. But if he gets a 99% 2-star, Elevate still have a chance to triple and win. Good luck, as the final attacker will be Seleno for Elevate. If it comes down to that, the last attack of the last match for the golden ticket. Oh my gosh. Seleno's done it before to get a Clash Champs back in the day to the World Championship, and then they won because of it. Seleno has it in him to do it. But it is all up to this attack if it allows it to happen. Root Riders coming in. Earthquakes. Oh, Earthquakes hitting the Monolith with the arrow, and they're going to log launcher it. Okay. So the log's going to look to help secure that Monolith to take that down and set up a bit of a funnel. It is also lined up with the Poison Spell Tower. Oh, hang on. Rocket Loon's coming out. Monolith goes down. Poison Spell Tower goes down. As the Root Riders are powering through the left. The Queen's going to follow this log launcher into the core. He does open up the walls now with those logs. Poison onto the Clan Castle. It's looking pretty solid. I'm liking this entry so far. Overgrowth to the backside. Now the Warden can protect these Root Riders, moving his way towards this Town Hall. We do have a Gigabomb to the bottom side. Royal Champ's got our ability with 2 Invis, a Freeze, and a Skeleton Spell. It comes down to this. A 3-star, you win. 99%, you don't. It's up to the final attack at that point, but pops a brilliant Warden ability. It's looking good. It's looking pretty solid here with a handful of spells left. With King and RC ability still. Drops a nice Skeleton Spell to distract that Ricochet into the backside. The Queen's taking out the defensive Minion Prince. She's about to go down in the core, but the defensive Minion Prince, barely stays alive there. Now Super Barb's causing the distractions. We got a lot of Root Riders making the Royal Champion invisible with the Rocket Spear, powering through this Ricochet Cannon. Gonna have to power through this backside. But remember, the backside of defenses are always nasty. He's pulling traps. The Warden's got that Rage Gem. Gonna get through this defensive Mini Prince. He's shaking his head. I think he's liking it here as he's making his way around. He's celebrating. Look at Zkin. He's running around, and they know it's gonna be a 3. And Dizi group are gonna be victorious. They're going to be the second golden ticket winners. Congratulations to Dizi Group. They get it done and get that golden ticket for the May monthly finals. But we still have one final attack for Seleno. And here is the final attack. It looks to be Rocket Loons with probably a Warden Fireball. Let's see. Warden Fireball. Wait for it. There it is. Warden Fireball. Unfortunately, Elevate will not be able to get the golden ticket this month. They are going to get a lot of points in the point leaderboard. So if you aren't familiar, this year there is a new system. The point leaderboard, whoever's in first in the point leaderboard at the end of all the monthly finals is going to just get straight up a golden ticket. If the top teams already have a golden ticket, then it'll go to the highest remaining team at that point. So coming in second place is still an achievement, and they want to continue that performance. But they have to continue coming back and back each month to try to get more points or that eventual golden ticket. But that Warden, oh no, we're going to see the Warden have to use that freeze. The Furnace Mites are locking on. Invis, Fireball hits the Builder Hut, and then he can Earthquake right through the core. They take out very nice value. Queen off to the far left. Gonna pull that Warden over there. The healers are trying to stay alive here, and the healers, the Furnace Mice locked onto him and took him down. Rip, because he made the Warden invisible right there. As he has to power through into this Monolith. Flame Flinger is getting fantastic value to the far right side as a Royal Champ yet to be deployed, and I'm liking this attack. And imagine if he had to triple to win this war. It's looking good. Seleno could have clutched, but it was Dizi in the end that got it done with their 3 triples. And that 99% that came in from Pato, oh, that's got to be a heartbreak. That's got to be a heartbreak right there. Super Minions are picking off that Minion Prince on the defensive side, taking him down. Rocket Loon's coming to the top side, does still have that Royal Champion to use with her Rocket Spears probably. Where does he send her? Probably, I'm going to guess, to the bottom side. They grab Air Defense, Multi-Arch Tower, and then Rocket Loon sneaks in to the edge and grabs things as well. The Gigabomb is down south. The Queen gets pulled to the top, pops the Queen ability. We have the Seeking Shield and the Rocket Spear. He's waiting. There it is. Seeking Shield helps get that value. The Ooh, the Rocket Spears take out the Moldiar Shower. Gonna take out the Town Hall. And here comes the Rockaloons into the bottom side of this base. And sends more Rockaloons in. And he's gonna get it. Wow. Seleno is gonna 3. And they would have won if Kato's 99 was not a 99. That's gotta be a heartbreak right there. But congratulations to Dizi Group as your second official golden ticket winners. And there it is, a triple from Seleno. Well done to you, but GG again. Dizi Group takes the victory, getting the second golden ticket this month in the May monthly finals. Till next month, good luck.